You know, some people will buy the exact same putter that Tiger Woods uses, just thinking it might make them a better golfer. And likewise, a lot of people ask me, hey Susan, what kind of treats you use with your dog? Because they want to use the same, thinking that alone is going to make them a better dog trainer. But the truth is, the tools don't make the professional. It's the mechanics of how you use those tools. Hi, I'm Susan Garrett, multi-time world champion of the sport of dog agility, award-winning author, and creator of Recallers, one of the most popular online dog training programs on the planet. And today, I'm going to share with you 5 very simple, yet super important tweaks to how you deliver those rewards to your dog that's going to make training go astronomically better for you in the future. Everyone who owns a dog at some point or another is going to have a challenge with that dog. Good dog training is about your dog doing a behavior, your brain identifying, oh, that's a good behavior, your mouth or clicker marking that as a good behavior, and then you delivering a reward that your dog really, really wants. So it's identify, mark, reward. Now, the identify part of this equation is really dependent upon your dog doing something that you want to mark. And that's where having a really good training protocol comes in. The difference between an amazingly well-trained dog and a dog that's giving you a lot of problems is that process and how clean you can get it. Right now in this video, I want to focus for you on the reward part of the equation, because there's really 5 ways that people deliver rewards when they're training their dog. And depending on what you're training, some of them are ideal and some of them could be disastrous. Number 1 is the palm up, cookie hidden reward. Now you might see this with people who use a lot of luring in their dog training. And if you're a student of mine, of course, you understand that luring isn't really a part of what we do. But I want to mention it because the methodology often gets carried over and it muddies your good dog training. Let me share what I mean. Palm up, cookie hidden means that you put the cookie maybe hidden by your thumb, or some people who have really good dexterity hide that cookie just in those bottom 2 fingers when they deliver the cookie, because that allows the dog to follow the cookie but not steal it. Now, the challenge with that is when you're doing really good dog training and you're marking and then rewarding behavior rather than luring it, a lot of people still have that palm up delivery of the cookie. And what happens is, number 1, the dog's head comes down to eat the cookie, which means they're taking the focus away from you or away from the job that you're wanting them to do while they're eating the cookie. Number 2, when it's in your hand, the dog ends up grazing rather than just picking up the reward. Number 3, there's more likelihood that that cookie is going to fall off your hand, and now we've got our dog distracted by sniffing around either for the whole cookie on the ground or maybe there was a crumb that broke off and fell on the ground. So we want to avoid palm up methodology of delivering a cookie. So then what does that leave us with? Well, there's 4 more ways to deliver a reward. And as I said up front, it really depends on what we're training. But most commonly, I deliver with my palm down. Forefinger and thumb is the methodology of delivery. It's swift and deliberate. Identify, I mark, I reward. Within milliseconds, boom, my reward is there for the dog, and my dog can eat that cookie. What's the challenge with this method? Shark teeth coming in and grabbing pieces of your flesh instead of the cookie. But that's something that you can fix. If it's a mild, or if it's a puppy that you're dealing with, or a dog who just does this occasionally, all that you need to do is, instead of coming in like this with your cookie, come in with it hidden. And if you get teeth, you don't release it. If you get tongues and lips, you release it. So the dog learns teeth coming at my hands doesn't get that reward. So don't let a problem change the way that you deliver it, because effective delivery means effective rewards. Remember, you want to be the Tiger Woods of dog training. The number 3 way to deliver reinforcement is to deliver it on a spoon or deliver it in a bowl. What that might look like, if I'm training my dog with their dinner, I might just take a scoopful of their dinner after I've marked and I'm going to reward. Clearly, if I'm reinforcing something that I want to be very specific with, it's harder to fling a spoonful of raw food at my dog's face than it is just one single treat. So I might scoop it into a bowl and reward my dog, let them eat it out of the bowl. Again, if it's multi-repetitions of reinforcement, I'll go to just a small cut-up treat. But if I'm using my dog's food for training, that's the best way to get reinforcement to the dog. The fourth method of delivering those rewards to your dog is palm up, but you're either going to, number one, drop the reward, or you're going to palm up and jackpot that dog. So a jackpot is something you would use if you wanted to let the dog know that was exceptional. Rather than getting one cookie, I might give you 3 to 5 cookies, or maybe more. A jackpot is somewhat controversial, but I want to mention it in case it's something you like to do, that is one way of delivering a jackpot in both hands or in one hand, open palm, let the dog just dig in and eat. The other way I like to use open palm is if I'm doing something where I want my dog's head down, like if they're hand touching, or if I'm using a hand target for body work, I'll drop the cookie right in my hand so the dog can eat it right directly from my hand. Remember, I'm still going to identify what I like, mark the good behavior, and then reward with the drop right into the palm. Now, the fifth way that you would deliver rewards is throw the reward. Again, the type of delivery depends on exactly what it is you're using that reinforcement for. You see this? She's been like this ever since I told you weren't a subscriber to the page. She said she's going to stay like this until you hit that button. You might want to turn on the notification bell as well, so you'll never miss another video from us. And if you're already a subscriber, that's for you. Go ahead, grab yourself a good reinforcement. We're waiting till we see some change of behavior.